Yeah, okay. Hello. Thank you guys all for coming. I know it's very hard to fill this space, clearly. So, I mean, 4 p.m. on a Monday is not very easy to make work, so I appreciate all being here today. Yeah, so for my senior recital tonight, I wanted to focus on like the aspect of community. So I'm going to bring up a lot of friends on stage who I've been working with for many, many years. So to begin, I'm going to bring up Luca Besmar. He is another oboe player. There he is. I met Luca this year in chamber. We were all introducing ourselves, and I said, I'm Alina, and I play the oboe. And he said, I'm Luca, and I also play the oboe. And I was so excited, because I've gone 3 years at DSA with no section. So, yay for Luca. So anyway, we decided that we were going to do a duet. So this is Quant's oboe duet number 3. We're doing movements 1 and 2. So, It is so hot up here. Oh my goodness. I had to take off my coat. Okay. So, that was Luca. So I thought that it would be important to introduce all the people that got me here in the first place. So, who better to start with than my private instructor, Miriam Kapner, who is right there. So Miriam has been my teacher since 2013, and there's a pretty fun story about that. It goes back to the story of why I chose OBO in the first place. So basically, it was 2013, and it was the instrument choosing day. And I wanted to play trumpet, but the line was too long, and my parents wanted to leave. So I saw the oboe, and I was like, what is that thing? And so clearly, it was very exciting. So I went over, I couldn't make a single sound on it. Peyton could, you'll hear from her later. Not on oboe, but on flute. And I was very jealous. So my parents heard that, and they were like, Alina, please, for the love of God, do not choose the oboe, because it's so ugly. So that's all I needed, so I picked the oboe. And I was really quite horrendous at first. So bad that my band teacher came up to me and said, hey, I think we should look into private lessons for you, even though you're in 4th grade. So then here comes Miriam, like an angel sent from above, and she teaches me how to play the oboe. And I remember our first lesson, I show up with an oboe that only breaks into 2 pieces instead of 3, and a plastic reed. And here we are now. So thank you so much to Miriam for getting me here in the first place. Alright, so next I'm going to be playing some solo pieces, which I'm not going to lie, I'm very scared for. So these are by Alyssa Morris, they're called the Collision Etudes. And originally I wanted to play Silver Sea's 6 etudes for oboe. They're based off of paintings, but one look at that humbled me very quickly. It is very hard music. So this is the next best thing. These are all based off of paintings by female American painters. In the program, if you guys have one, you can see the paintings these are based off of. And I'm a very visual learner, so it helped me a lot to study the poem, the painting, and then that helped me with my phrasing and my technique and all that stuff. So I'm going to be playing 1, 3, and 5, and I'm going to read a little bit about them so you guys kind of know what's going on. Okay, so movement 1 is based on the painting Summertime by Mary Cassatt, and it's also the title of a jazz standard by Gershwin, Summertime. So basically, what Alyssa Morris did was she took the chord progressions of Gershwin's Summertime and used it as a harmonic structure for her version of Summertime. And it's meant to be a collision of 2 musical genres, Impressionism and jazz. For the 3rd movement is based on the Jimson Weed by Georgia O'Keeffe. And that this music is centered around the circular shape of the flower, but it is also meant to be a collision, I guess, of a French concert piece and a Hungarian melody. And Koki's dad, Jim, he is over there. I was at his house yesterday practicing this, and he brought to my attention that it sounds a lot like Thunderstruck by AC/DC. So now it is a collision of French concert piece, Hungarian melodies, and AC/DC. And then the last movement that I will be playing is Autumn Leaves, also painted by Georgia O'Keeffe. This one is also another jazz standard. So she transcribes and solos from Chet Baker, Cannonball, and Coltrane, I believe. So all you jazz people, you might know it or recognize a few little sections of that. So yeah, this is the 1st, 3rd, and 5th movements of Alyssa Morris's Collision Etudes. That was not hard to lose. Okay. A little rough, but that's okay. Alright, so after this, I'm inviting a few other people on stage, Peyton, Nat, and Laszlo. So we're going to take just like a really quick, like 5 minutes to reset the stage, so talk amongst yourselves. Yeah? I'm going to be playing this with Peyton and Nat. You guys already know kind of how I met Peyton. We went to elementary school together. We shared a stand in bands. I don't know why. We did not play the same instrument, but we thought it was fun. And I've been playing with Peyton a lot. Over quarantine, our friends Kogi and Laszlo, they would do Porsche concerts. And me and Peyton would go to those all the time because they were super fun. Way to keep music alive during COVID. And then me and Peyton decided, let's do like our own version of that. We didn't perform for anyone, but we went to her porch and we would stand like 25 feet apart from each other. We'd just bring every single duet book we could find for any instrument in C. We would just stand there for like hours and just play duets on her porch. And one time we attracted one audience member, it was her neighbor. So that was pretty exciting. So what?
Maybe howling dogs.
Not quite, we weren't that good. Yeah, so that's kind of how I know Peyton. We've been playing us three, we started playing in chamber together this year, this second semester. So the piece we're about to be playing is, as I said, Collau's Poetry on B minor. We played this once before at a church, and we were known as the San Luis Chamber Ensemble there, but that sounds a little too formal. So now it's just Peyton, Nat, and Alina. Yeah, I don't know how far along that is in this changing journey. I don't know, I guess I'll keep talking. No, I'm sorry. I have things written on this paper. Maybe I could take something from here. Well, I guess I'll take this time to thank someone else, Mr. Hammond. Oh, they're ready. But Mr. Hammond, I put this on the program, but you have taught me so much from not only ensemble playing to just how to be like a good person in general, about like trust, accountability, responsibility, just everything. And I'm so thankful for you, for letting me meet these amazing people, first of all, and so many other people. And yeah, just thank you so much, and I appreciate you a lot. Anyway, I think we're ready now. So, I was going to tell a story. So Payne gave me permission to tell this, but she went to the Cayman Islands over spring break and got COVID, so she was stuck there until Friday. So we have been rehearsing like crazy this past weekend, so we had a rehearsal yesterday. Needless to say, that was our first rehearsal for one of the movements that we will be playing today, because, figured might as well go to it for it, see how it goes, but there's a little disclaimer of the night. If it goes horribly wrong, then at least your standards are now low. All right. great. And Nathaniel Kim, one more time. They killed it. So we're doing, wait. I have really bad memory, so I need this. Okay. So we're going to play one more piece. This one's featuring Peyton again, and Laszlo Torek. He is great. I never get to play with him because he just started learning piano, and there he is. Woo! He's a percussionist here, so oboe percussion you typically don't find too much rep for. But he just started learning the piano, which is going to blow your mind because it does not sound like he just started. So I'm super excited to play with him. Before I started this last piece, I was thinking a few minutes ago about what I was going to say for this, and I remembered this one time, and I just thought I had to tell the story. So this involves Dr. L over there. Thank you so much for coming. He introduced me to orchestral playing and music. So I started full orchestra here freshman year, and let's just say freshman year was a time of a lot of sickness within the oboe section. So we were going to play at the stock show, which I was super excited for some reason. And we were playing Petrushka, which is not an easy piece whatsoever. And it was my first year in full orchestra, and I was getting along fine, right? I was playing the second oboe part. So Ben Siegel, he was our first oboist at the time, he was playing first. Adam, the second oboist, he was playing English horn. And then there's me, not doing so great, but I was playing second oboe. So basically we get to the stock show, and we're supposed to play there for 3 nights. And the first night is fine, Ben's there. We know he's not going to be there for the second 2 nights because he has a college audition or something. So we play Petrushka, it's all going well. And then we walk off stage, and Adam is just collapsed on the floor. And so we're like, oh no, what happened? So Adam came down with hay fever, so that left me and Ben. But then Ben had to leave, so then it was just me. And Petrushka is not an easy part, or an easy piece. There's a lot of weird rhythms and high notes, and the time signature switches every 3 seconds. So Dr. L came up to me and he said, you have 1 school day to learn the first oboe part for Petrushka and perform it. And so I was like, oh no, but the issue with that was the 1 school day I was in school, so I didn't really have time to learn it. So I get on stage, I'm doing fine, there's this huge solo, and I'm really close to the music, barely getting by. And something that happens that didn't happen the night before, and one of the cowboys, we're at the stock show, just reminding you, he shoots off his pistol, and it scares me so bad. So I'm in the middle of the solo, and all of a sudden this cowboy starts shooting off his pistol, and I cannot function anymore. So I'm just trying to, this is very traumatic, this is why I'm telling you this. So I'm trying to play this piece, and it's just not going well. So then the next night, sorry, my sister's yelling at me. The next night, it was all going good, so I anticipated this cowboy to be shooting off his pistol, but then he didn't do it, and he did it during a different solo. So I was not having a good time. Anyway, I just thought I would share that story, because it's a pretty big moment in my time here at DSA. Other than the one time we were going to Albuquerque and I was sick, so I was on the phone with Dr. L, sick in bed at 12 in the morning or something, and he was trying to convince me to come, and he was like, please, we need you. And I wanted to come, but my parents were like, no way. Anyway, I ended up getting on a flight by myself and flying out the next day. So, yeah. Anyway, those are some stories. Let's get started on this last piece so I'm not making this just stand here forever. Alright, this is Coping by Alyssa Morris. We're only going to be playing the first movement called Counting Breathing. Basically, it deals with ways to cope with anxiety and all that good stuff. So I think we're pretty qualified to play this because we all know how to count and we all know how to breathe. So yeah, this is Counting Breathing by Alyssa Morris from her Coping Etudes.